What's up guys, welcome to another video, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to tie a dunking rig. So basically, dunking is a very popular style of fishing in Hawaii where a person throws out their line and just waits for a fish to get hooked on. So all you need to tie a dunking rig is 25-pound test, a bank lead. I like to use 3-ounce or 4-ounce, but this is a 3-ounce lead. A 3-way swivel, a BKN or circle hook. This is a size 16, and this is what I usually like to use, and 15-pound test. So whenever I start tying my dunking rig, I always like to tie the line on the weight first. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna use your 15-pound test, and I would say you're gonna take around this length, and then you're gonna cut it, and then you're gonna tie it onto your 3-way swivel. So when I tie my my line, I always use a clinch knot, just pretty basic, and I wrap it around about 5 or 6 times, and I just put it through here and then put it through this hole. And you just pull it down. And so then after you tie your line onto your weight, you want to tie it onto your 3-way swivel. Now it doesn't matter which hole you put it through, but you just do the exact same thing. Wrap around 5 or 6 times. Put it through the first loop, and then put it through the second loop, and then pull down, and that's the first part. So now we're gonna tie on the hook line. So whenever I tie on my hook line, I always tie the line to my 3-way swivel first, because I just like how it feels. So whenever you tie on the hook line, most of the time you're gonna want it to be longer than your lead line. So I'd say about this length, because you want it up around maybe 5 inches longer than your lead line. So now we just do the exact same thing that we did on the lead line. Wrap it around 5 or 6 times. Put it through the first loop. And then put it through the second. And then pull it down, and now we just tie on the hook, doing the exact same thing. Now you can use whatever knot you want, but I've never lost a fish with this, so I always use it. And then lastly, what you want to do is cut off any tag ends that were left on. Now you don't want to cut them too short or else the knot will be loose. Then you might lose the fish. So your rig should look something similar to this, where the hook line is longer than the lead line. But you don't always have to do that. You could do the lead line longer and the hook line shorter, and that is pretty useful for when you're not trying to catch eels, because the eels stay on the ground and then they'll take your bait, and then it's just a big mess. So if you do that, then your bait will stay off of the ground and it'll start floating, so then the eels will have a less chance of getting it. So that could be pretty useful too, but I usually just do longer hook line and shorter lead line. You can even add beads to your rig. I've seen some people use this to attract some fish, but I've only used it a couple times. I've only caught one papio on this. So guys, this is the end of the video. I hope you all found this very useful. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and if you can, give us a follow on Instagram. And good luck fishing in 2026. And yeah, shoots.